Welcome to Skylight TV. My name is Nadu Latte, and you can call me Nadu for short. I was conceived to talk as usual, and I was born to break protocols and boundaries. Today is another beautiful day, but before that, a big thank you to my proud sponsors, Dicta B Graphics, Johani Autocool, Boogie Computers, Awunos Fashion, and Johani Autocool. Today I have with me here two fine gentlemen from GIJ. As part of the 10 political parties, they appear to be part of the USP party, which is the United Socialist Party. One vying for the position of the president and the other for the vice president. These are young people who have visions and missions. But then, let's get to explore them to see if indeed their visions and missions are worth supporting or pushing. Stay with me, don't go anywhere, and enjoy the conversation. All right, so I'm here with my two gentlemen, fine gentlemen, Dennis Atukwe Fio, and Edmond Saki, the flag bearer for UPS, right? USP. The flag bearer for USP and his vice president. Getting to know about, even before we go to that, let's take it right from your background. I know people know about you. Maybe it might be around your political members, but then those outside might not really know you. Say something aside your background. Say something that will make someone from the other political party join your party. Something about you that will push someone to join your party.
Okay, I'm Dennis Atukwe Fio. Born in Lab, bred in Secondary, brought back to Accra. Grew up in a barracks, son of a police.
Did you say barracks?
Yes, son of a policeman, humble beginning. Went to one of the moderate schools in Accra.
Moderate schools. Yes. Name them.
Liberty, Mother Care, next page.
Liberty, Mother Care, next page.
Liberty, Mother Care, next page. And then I went to school in SHS. I went to Taka, the St. Mary's Boys School. And I believe that this is the time to use the expertise I've gathered all over this time to be able to champion the equality for all agenda. And so we are the United Socialist Party, hold a strong belief that there must be equal opportunities for all. The girl in Sandema should be able to enjoy the same opportunities that you and I are enjoying in Accra. Yeah. Exactly. So that is why I've put myself out for president. I'm grateful to the party for their nomination and further selection. My running mate has also been of very good help. Since our campaign launch, we have hit the road. Our message has been bought by the people. We look forward to creating the impact that we seek to create.
All right. So coming back to Edmond, I may know you. He may know you. What is it about Edmond that Edmond has in him to the extent that he also wants to push someone else's vision together with his? Aside you telling me that, I want you to tell me a little about the birth of your political party.
Oh, okay. So, I'm Edmond, as you said, and I was also born in Accra. I've also attended schools. I've attended Adontin. I went to Kolegono Methodist. I went to Adontin, and then I'm now in GIJ. Well, I believe that we as a people, we need equal opportunities in terms of everything, in each and every aspect of our lives. Each and every sector, we need to give people the chance to show or to showcase their potential skills. Okay, we believe that each and everybody is having something in him that when placed or when given that challenge, that person is going to explore in terms of to move Ghana forward. Now, speaking on our political party, as I said, the USP, which is the United Socialist Party, is a simulated political party which can only be found on the campuses of Ghana Institute of Journalism, because as a political communication project. Yes, we as USP, our ideologies are based on socialism, social justice. Okay, we believe in equality for people. We believe in equality for all. We believe that when chances are given to people, they can just pull out whatever that is in them. Exactly.
All right. So if you believe in this, there's this question I have in my mind. You spoke about equality. He also spoke about equality. Talking about freedom of expression, do you think it still exists? Freedom of expression, does this still exist? What makes you think so?
Well, with what we are seeing, we are witnessing in this country, yes, freedom of expression still exists. But to some extent, people are being cautioned with how with their utterances. Okay, the fact that there's a freedom of speech doesn't mean that you can wake up today and then insult the president, which is not right. So, in as much as we are being given that platform to share our views, to share our opinions, we should rather contribute or say things that is going to move and develop Ghana forward, rather than saying things that is going to bring conflict, that is going to draw the development of the nation backwards. So I think freedom of speech is there, but then we should be guided in our utterances.
We should be guided in our utterances. We are not going to talk about freedom of speech or expression, but in the foreign countries, they have that advantage to themselves so much that if the president should do something wrong, they'll be bold enough to say it. If you get the position, you do something wrong, your people will be bold enough to, tell you that what you are doing is wrong. That aside, you guys actually spoke about exploration. And my problem is that, Ghanaian kids are not given the chance to explore. So if you are being voted into power, how do you intend on bringing up such thing for, this time around, it's not Ghanaian kids, but then in the GIJ institution. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? How do you intend on making people have the chance to explore what they want to do?
When you look at our manifesto, our launch manifesto, you would see that one of our key policies on education is revitalizing and changing the phase of our education. So we are looking at an education where we are moving from the cover-to-cover reading to more of online. What if there's another COVID? Have you ever thought of that? So we are looking at creating a centralized app where students would go beyond just sitting in classrooms and engaging with lectures, but get to do exchange programs, get to explore and get to know. I know GIJ has some slots for exchange programs, but they are not enough. At least if every university is able to partner university like GIJ is partnering with University of California or University of Oslo or University of Aja in Norway to be able to get some of their students there. If Osu DA or Akwaje DA Primary School is able to partner let's say Tiny Flowers in the US to be able to send students on exchange program, you will see that we will get to acquaint ourselves with the practices or the best practices outside there, so that our students would be able to rub shoulders with people who are also on that level.
On that level. So, talking about education should be beyond sitting in the classroom. With this online teaching and learning, I've had so many comments coming from students complaining about data. If learning should go beyond sitting in the classroom, data no one ever told mom.
Exactly. That's a very intelligent question. So that also comes into our manifesto. In our manifesto, we are looking at engaging telcos to be able to make learning platforms data-free. So for platforms like Encounter Kits, we are going to make it data-free, that if you have 0.0 megabytes on your phone, you would be able to access it without any data. So you are looking at telcos to subsidizing or probably government paying, and they also taking the rest of it, so that education-based websites like academia.com and all those websites, Sakai, GIJ, LMS, Valley View Learning Management System and all that, so that they will not become database.
So would it only be, would it only be for
Not at all.
work, no, educational sites? Because other people would just enjoy the bundle for other reasons or other things that are
That is why I
unnecessary.
said we are looking forward to engaging telco so that it will be for educational websites. So for what?
Just
Yes,
educational
educational
website.
which has happened before. Vodafone enrolled something like that, and enrolled almost all the learning management systems in the country on data free. And so, if you don't have data, you can even log on to Legon, Sakai, write IAs even without data. So that is what we look forward to.
That is
so
what-
that the parents and the students will not be burdened with data cost and all that. Because if I rent a hostel and I'm asked to pay data, averagely I buy about 50 cedis of data in a week.
In a week,
Averagely.
people are making money.
Yes, 50 cedis of data in a week. And that is even the average, because there have been times where I've got to buy about 100 cedis because there are classes. I have about 2 classes back to back. After those classes, there are videos I have to watch in answering some questions. And those videos do not come cheap. So you get it. So we are looking at engaging telcos to be able to reduce the cost of data so that the average Ghanaian in Sandema who do not even have 1 CD to be able to cater for the day will not use that same 1 CD in buying data to gather information. It's quite unfair.
It's quite unfair too, Mr. President, incoming president. All right, so Edmond, he has taken me, he has given me a hint or a clue about your manifesto. I want you to, give me the how do I say the honor, of walking me through your manifesto.
Oh, okay. So I'll start right away with education. So in education, we are working hand in hand to get students, to put them on, because I know we are in the age of digitalization. So we are working hand in hand with these, as I said, telcos companies. We're also working hand in hand with this computer manufacturing companies, so that they will be able to provide enough gadgets. They'll be able to provide enough modern gadgets that the students, that teachers themselves will be able to have, so that teaching and learning becomes easy. Exactly. Somebody will ask that, what of those people in the villages who are not having data, who are having poor internet connection? Yes, we also have a package for them. You know that if you want to move a nation forward, you need to start from somewhere. So we are things that we have not really experienced, or they've not really experienced such things there. We want to start with them. As we move along with those in the urban areas, we'd like to also move along with those in the rural areas. So that is it for education. Because of time constraint, I won't move deeper into it. Now, when you come to the economy, well, we are also looking at the industrial sector, those with their own companies. We are looking forward to help them. Just give them a big push, so that it will be able to facilitate their working in those.
Okay, a big push. What kind of push?
Okay,
In time, cash or in kind? Which one?
So that will be in cash. That will be in any other support that is in kind.
Okay, hold on. If in cash, how do you intend? Where do you intend to get the sponsorship from?
Well, for the sponsorship, we will be able to have some sort of a connection with, our counterparts overseas, to come in and then help them. With those who have already started, we will just need them to just give them some sort of support, not really in cash. But with those who want to start afresh, we would have to then just partner with those overseas to help them come up. Maybe there might be a potential in them that we need to just bring it up. So I think the government coming in to support them will rather do them much good. It will all help. If they are able to develop their own skills, they might be able to, just extend some sort of employment to the unemployed. Thereby, it will reduce the sort of unemployment rate in the country.
reduce the unemployment rate in the country. So are you trying to say that the planting for food and jobs, no, people are still unemployed?
Oh, yes, I can say that. I can boldly say that, the planting for food and jobs, yes, is really in the farming sectors or the agricultural sector. Have you thought of the other sectors? What will become of them?
This one might even turn into a debate because I feel for the planting and for food and jobs, those in the agricultural side, it is best for them. I'm saying this because it has always been school, SHS, JHS, tertiary level. And these people are being, forsaken. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? They are being, sidelined. You understand what I'm trying to say? Meanwhile, Ghana, it is agriculture that keeps us going. So if all these people are being sponsored, those, going to school, what happens to those in the, agriculture sector?
I would take a subtle
Okay.
to watch.
Okay.
When we were growing up, when we were in school, there was something they used to call cocoa scholarships. So it means that farmers of cocoa, children of cocoa farmers enjoyed what you call the cocoa.
I never enjoyed that.
Because you were not a descendant of a farmer.
Hey, Master, I said I did not enjoy that. You are telling me.
No, you see, because growing up,
I am.
When I was in
I
school,
am.
No, it means you didn't apply. When I was in St. Mary's, the boys from Seshi, the boys from Enchi, the boys from these cocoa growing areas had cocoa scholarships that was sponsoring them. At that time, we were paying close to 800 cedis. They were paying virtually nothing because of this cocoa scholarship. So usually what they do is that they gather their letters and they get, I don't know whether it was Gates Fund, I'm not too sure. But government was taking care of that. But he was talking about the economy. What we intend to do is that we want to expand the base of our economy and make sure that we reduce the debt to GDP ratio, which is currently at 2.6.
If you want to expand the economy,
Exactly.
you've not.
I am
How do you want
getting
to?
there.
Okay.
If you reduce the debt to GDP ratio, which is currently at 26%, and we reduce inflation, you would feel we should look at a Ghana. We should look at a Ghana where the statistics will be able to reflect in your pocket.
Do you really feel that the GDP and the inflation state can be reduced? Looking at how much Ghana is owing other countries.
No, I get you. In one of our engagements, before we come up with this manifesto, we had to do a research and speak to the other Ghanaians on the street. One of the venues we went to was Osu Night Market. One of the statements the woman made, which was very profound. The woman told me in Ghana that GDP care inflation, I understood her. Because
She said, I'm a yay.
Yeah, like,
I'm a yay and can watch you.
well, yeah. No.
I'm a henfiame.
No, you see, to her, she doesn't get the statistics. When Kenneth Ofori-Atta or whoever.
Did you try to explain things to her before you
Exactly.
left?
No, I'm coming.
Did you try
Yes,
to
I did.
explain? Good.
I'm trying to tell you that
Okay.
when Kenneth Ofori-Atta or a caretaker minister reads the budget, to the ordinary woman on the street, what is the importance of the budget to her? You get it? We need to move from a country where the statistics will be able to be felt in the pockets of the ordinary Ghanaians. When you're telling me that your Ghana's debt to GDP ratio is 26%, how do you now? Probably you have gone to school, so you understand. Chip. Go to Lavadi, go to the streets, go to Teshi, go to Nima, go to Walaju. Ask the ordinary woman who is selling shinkafa or whatever, how is she able to relate to the GDP? But she knows that if today she goes to the market and buy a bag of beans for 20 cedis, tomorrow she might go on it's 25. They are the kingpin of inflation. They understand inflation. It is up to us, the government, to be able to explain to these people what inflation is and what role they play in building a robust economy. You get it? So one thing that we seek to do, like I said, is to expand the base. By expanding the base, we need to work harder so that we don't take more loans, but we rather make sure that we are able to invest more in our country. By investing in our country, it then moves to our grade. When I move,
If we don't take more loans, how do we settle the other ones?
exactly.
Because we are.
I do not believe Ghana should keep surviving on loans. If we are able to,
But if Ghana,
we are able to-
right
if we are able to change our economy-
now, you are saying Ghana shouldn't survive on loan.
Exactly.
But
can't
we already owe people.
If you are married now, today,
Uh-huh.
if I get married to, and we keep on borrowing,
If you are,
if I get married to, and we keep on borrowing, how do you intend that we will sponsor the education of our kids if we keep on borrowing?
so if we stop borrowing,
It
how
has
do
to
we
get-
pay our
it has to
debts?
get- and so that is where we need to be innovative. That is why we are saying that in the agri sector, farmers who are able to transform their farm produce into finished or semi-finished product, who will be able to raise the market value of those products, will increase in foreign exchange. And in those foreign exchange,
Okay,
we can
okay,
really
don't
do
worry,
something
don't talk
about them.
plenty, don't talk plenty. Let me just ask you one question. Between the two of you, do you guys really support Kantanke's vision and his talent and all that he has been doing?
We should not limit the supporting of local industries to Kantanka. There are people who are doing well. I believe they need to
But do you know why I used Kantanka? Do you know why I used
understand where you're coming- I
Kantanka?
understand where you're
Okay.
coming from. But I'm saying that in as much as we are using Kantanka as a case study, there are other people who are doing amazingly well, probably in the areas of agric, in the areas of economy, in the areas of security and all that. We must support them. Do you know that as we sit now, a Ghanaian has been able to develop an app which is equal to Zoom, which is called Connect House. I've used that app several times. He must be rewarded. There's a few. Kantanka has the funds. What about
You know, I use Kantanka because when he was starting, when he was starting, he didn't get the support. People at a point were saying that a drone or there, because how can you clap your hands and then get your TV to respond? And at a point, I really felt it's ignorance. Because if he actually did science, you would know that sound can actually, has something in connection with what he's doing. He's doing, pure science. And he's applying it into whatever he's doing. Do you understand me? Right now, he's growing. So what is he doing? He's training other people. It is so heartbreaking to, when it's time for independence, okay, we are celebrating our independence. You go to the marching field, or let me say the Independence Square, and the car our president use is Benz or V8. V8 Ghana for
No.
Ghana for it's a question. Ghana for it's a question. It's a question. It's a question. It's a question.
V8 is not a Ghanaian.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate
So Kantaka has a lot of cars he has done. All right. And if we are saying he has the funds, so we should ignore him. Not in that state.
I never said because.
Oh yeah. No, wait. Because he has the funds, he can just replay for you to listen to yourself. You said he has the funds, so we should look at other people.
No, I think you're actually misquoting me.
Misquoting
I said,
you.
Kantanka has got to a level where he can fund his activities, but still he needs government support.
Okay.
But I'm telling you that there are others.
I'm sorry for
who
misquoting
are-
you.
Exactly.
But then
there are others who are at their beginning stage, who, if we don't take care, they might die with their dreams. I appreciate your concerns. Kantanka is able to, at least now, Kantanka has been able to sell some of his cars. Are you aware that our current finance minister uses a Kantanka?
that is fine. But then on the Independence Day, when we have other people from other countries watching us, which car does the president use?
It takes time for
It
change.
shouldn't take time for change to happen like this.
takes time.
Because I believe in one thing: be the change you want to see. If you're not being the change you want to see, how do you expect people to be see the change you want
Now,
to be?
do you know the price of an imported Picanto?
The price of an imported Picanto, unless you tell me.
Okay, so you are looking about, let's say 30,000.
30,000. Okay.
And from what I've heard, a saloon car from Kantanka cost probably 2 or 3 times from that. What we should be doing now is not to be discussing whether Kantanka needs funds or not. We should be looking at expanding the base of our economy that I keep saying, so that people like Kantanka will not import the parts of the cars, but will be able to produce it. It is because he is importing those parts. That is why he's making his cars expensive. That is why you, or anybody, or the average middle-class Ghanaian will not be able to afford this car.
My question: how many vocational schools do we have in Ghana?
Well, as it stands now, I can't tell, but I know we have a lot across the country.
So when it comes to, you have to get the skills. You have to have someone that will teach you and take you through.
Okay.
If we don't have the schools like that in the country, how do we expect our people to learn? to be able to also produce the parts or to be able to work on things like that. Before you even answer my question, last year, when the kids wrote the BEC, there was this young gentleman that did his own car and drove for his last paper. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Did you see that?
I did.
It's
Okay.
one of the many reasons why I said people like that should be held up, or else they might die with their dreams. That is why I'm so passionate about this Kantanka issue. You have seen Kantanka. That is why you can make noise about it.
And I have seen the young man.
What about those who are doing it and do not have the media to cover their stories? There are a lot of amazing people out there who are doing marvelous stuff, but the media is not covering it. That is why we are the United Socialists.
You are the media. You are the media. So
No,
you
I am
can
not-
also
I am
you
not-
can
I am
you
not-
can also make the move
I
for
am
them.
not throwing shots at the media.
No,
What
I know.
seek to
I
say
understand.
is that
I understand.
Not
So
everybody can get access to the media, even in our digital era. So what about those people who don't have access to it? It means that we must also empower them. We must look beyond Kantanka. We must look beyond the boy Hacho who developed his own. Yes, we can support them, but in what ways? We must set the base so that everybody feels equal. Nobody feels that somebody is being prioritized over the other. That is what we are looking for, and not a capitalist state where people who have money think they can control everybody. No, that is not the Ghana we seek to build. That is not the Ghana we seek to build.
these are the kind of young men we need in our country, Ghana. Full of, party A, party B, party A, party B. To the extent that if party A does something wrong, the people in party B or the people in party A are not able to criticize their own leader. This is not something we want for our country, Ghana. Leaders shouldn't be spending more than, the citizens. Leaders will be enjoying whilst the citizens are suffering. This is not the Ghana we want. We are going on a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Boogie Computers is located at Osu, adjacent to the Faith Evangelical Church, and you can contact us on 0243 927173. 0243 927173. You can also follow us on our social media platforms, Boogie Computers on Facebook and Boogie Computers on Instagram. Boogie Computers, our business is taking care of your computers.
All right, welcome back from that short commercial break. A big thank you to our proud sponsors, Boogie Computers, Johani Otoku, we say we you, even on the desert. Awunos Fashion, and we say Kai Otri. I'm back again with my finest gentlemen in the building, and we are almost at the peak of this program. But before you guys leave, I want you to give your closing remarks.
Okay, and first of all, I want to thank your media house, Skylight TV, for the opportunity. Your name will go into history as one of the media houses that has aided in the equal opportunity for all Ghana. We are looking forward to emerging champions by Friday, by the grace of God. As a staunch Catholic, I am inspired by the words of the Lord to Joshua in Joshua chapter 1 verse 5, which says, "Nobody shall be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so shall I be with you." I believe that on Friday, the United Socialist Party will emerge victorious, and by the grace of God, Allah Nabayamu, we will come back and thank all of you for the support you've been giving to us. And I'm grateful to our party chairman and all our party members, from the party chairman to the lowest party activists. Your effort will be crowned, and the victory will be dedicated to all of you. Yes, I'm very grateful to all of you.
All right. So, your closing remarks, but please make sure you add your party message to it.
Okay, so yes, as he said, we'd like to thank you, your media house, for giving us this platform to give to our people the equal opportunity agenda we have for them. Yes, I want to say that the USP is always committed in supporting the average Ghanaian. Our policies are driven or are brought up because of them. We are not looking we are not looking to any other people than just the average Ghanaian. Our policies are just for them, and it's just going out for them. Yes, coming Friday will be the final day for this particular project, and as he said, we are very optimistic of being victorious on that day. Yes, with our social media handles, you can follow us on Instagram. We have the United Socialist Party, the same on Facebook, and then that of Twitter. You can follow us, like our stuff that we put there. You have the declaration speech of our president and then myself. We have other pictures, other photos from our our rallies, and then that of the manifesto launch. You can go there and then like it and then comment under it to just enhance our social media engagement. Thank you.
Welcome. You guys spoke, you gave your closing remarks, but none of you, empowered your party message,
Okay.
as a closing, backup.
Okay.
Anna, no. President should do it.
Oh, okay.
President Kasa, na bibi asa. And I was saying,
Okay.
Friday ba, na so be the president na. Me Samira Bawa. Hey, no, Samira is rather the second lady, right?
Yes.
And Shana Manko Bara Matuni you. My entrance.
Okay, the singular most important message of our party is to create equal opportunities for all. And so if you take our manifesto, because it was research-based, the average Ghanaian is able to resonate with the message in the manifesto. You, Nadu, or your mother, or the average youth in La, or the average youth in Osu is able to resonate with the manifesto, because we went to the trenches, we went to the nook and every corner of this country to be able to research and make a manifesto that will be able to resonate with people. That is why we are saying equal opportunities for all. As a party with socialist rule, we are development driven and proactive, with the best of leadership and the best of men and women capable of handling the affairs of the nation. So we are saying that a vote for number one means equal opportunities for all. A vote for number one means that digitalization of our economy. A vote for number one means that we are building a robust economy and expanding the base of our economy. A vote for number one means that we are rebuilding our dilapidated social infrastructure. A vote for number one means affirmative action. We shall peruse and ensure that the affirmative action bill is passed. A vote for number one means that we shall peruse and ensure the broadcasting bill is passed, so that the freedom of speech that you were talking about will be granted even more, even though Chapter 5 of our Constitution granted.
The RTI law.
No, I am saying that the broadcasting bill, which is still in Parliament, we would consult so that it becomes a better bill, so that it will strengthen the job that the media does. We always say the media is the fourth estate of the realm. We have attacked all the organs of the government, including the judiciary. So if politicians are able to attack the media and get down on the media, we are doomed. That is why we need to protect the media with all we have. So a vote for number one means that a vote for the passing of the broadcasting bill and a vote for the passing of the public universities bill, which will peruse it. So
I'm satisfied.
Yes.
I'm so satisfied. In fact, I'm okay. You don't have any other cause than to vote for this faithful party. This party, we talk about vision all the time. But then talking to them, listening to them, Masa, uko GIG, vote for them. Because they are the best you can ever get. I have to take off my nose mask to say this, so that you listen to what I'm saying very carefully. I'm laying emphasis on the fact that they want to create what? Equality. This is something that is not working in our country, Ghana. Should people like this rise up and see that this is what we want to create, you should be in support of what they are going to do. Our economy, you complain. No wonder most people are into this Yahoo thing. But that is not the best thing. Vote for people like this. Support people like this. And our country our lives will never ever be the same. My name is Nadi Latte, and you can call me Nadi for short. Don't forget that I was conceived to talk, and I was born to break protocols and boundaries. See you next time, and it's bye-bye.